First order of business is the approval of the April 26, 2021 minutes. Dr. Blair, Sharon, any questions, comments in regards to the minutes? Seeing none, all those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Ayes have it. Next is the reports. Just receive and file unless there's any questions or comments on the reports. Seeing none, we'll move to the zoning case. Case number 017-21-U, petition of Mark and Paula Fight. Is there a motion to put this on the floor? Dr. Blair, second by Junior. Kathy.
This case is a special order request, special use request to divide approximately 5 acres from an existing 40.5-acre parcel. The petitioners are proposing to divide the 5-acre tract along with an existing house in order to sell that tract and house to the existing tenants. They would like to maintain ownership of the farmland. The property is located on Slane Road in Akron Township. There are 0 consents and 0 objections on file. The parcel consists of a single-family dwelling, timber, and approximately 30 acres of productive farmland. All of the surrounding land uses is agriculture with small sections of timber. There are a couple of home sites less than 5 acres in size located about 0.16 miles from the subject parcel. This request is consistent with the surrounding area and character. The Lisa score on this was a medium rating for protection, but no farmland will be taken out of production. It is served by an existing private well and an existing private septic system. The health department had no comments. Both the house and the remaining farmland will use 2 separate existing access points. The access will be off of Slane Road, but there will be no additional access points requested. There was no comment from the Akron Township Road Commissioner. The land use plan here is for agricultural preservation. That land use form is characterized by agricultural uses, including farmhouses and homesteads. So it is consistent with our land use plan. It's also consistent with our Peoria County rural area growth strategy. Staff has recommended approval, and the zoning board also recommended approval unanimously.
Any questions for Kathy? Seeing none, all those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you, Kathy. Next up is the resolution for amendment to Chapter 12, Building and Property Maintenance Code. Is there a motion to put that on the floor? Sharon, second by Junior. Kathy.
Staff is bringing forward proposed amendments to Chapter 12 of the Peoria County Code, which is our Building and Property Maintenance Code. We're proposing to adopt the 2018 edition of the International Code Council I-Codes. That's coming from the 2012 current edition. Also proposing the 2017 edition of the National Electrical Code. We're coming from the 2004 code here. Our staff began working with area building departments in 2019 with the goal of all of our regional departments adopting the same code cycle for the ease of homeowners and builders. With COVID, we were all hoping to adopt it last year, but with COVID, we're getting on board this year. The 2018 ICC codes and the 2017 NEC has been adopted by the City of Peoria. That was effective May 1st. Bloomington and Peoria Heights are also enforcing the 2018 codes. Washington will begin enforcing those codes in June of this year. East Peoria and Tazewell County also plan on adopting those codes later this year at some point. So we'll be consistent with the majority of the departments in our region, the same with the 2017 NEC code. In your packet, you'll find a spreadsheet with a summary of the changes from the current 2000 codes to 2012 codes to the 2018 codes. The spreadsheet highlights the change and whether it was an addition, a clarification, or a modification. We've reviewed published studies which analyze the costs of these code changes. The Home Innovation Research Lab, which is a subsidiary of the National Home Builders Association, has published a report with estimated costs, both the 2012 to the 2015 changes and then the 2015 to the 2018 changes. They found that a number of the changes had no cost increase nor cost savings, and a large number of these changes were an improvement to the 2012 codes, providing clarification or alternative construction methods. The estimated cost impacts range from a $2,000 increase to a $2,000 increase to a $600 savings from the 2012 to 2015 IRC codes, and a $100 increase to a $600 savings from the 2015 to the 2018 codes. The major cost increases, however, did not apply to Peoria County, as they were for homes in moderate or high seismic zones or coastal zones, of which we are neither. There were also other potential cost savings, as well as costs, which don't apply because our state enforces its own Illinois Energy Code. 90% of our permits issued here in the county are for residential structures, which is why I've concentrated on the IRC codes in our discussion. The code changes do allow more flexibility with deck requirements. We issue a lot of deck permits. It may reduce the cost of deck construction by up to $500. There will also be cost savings on tall wall construction. Here, think like a two-story living room area, which may not require engineering any longer, which will then save on plan design for the home builders. Staff did meet with the Peoria Area Home Builders Association. They had no issues with the proposal. We also talked to Chief Gilmore of the Limestone Fire Department, and he thought that there would be no issue for area fire departments. I've spoken to the Peoria Area Realtors Association. Their only concern was that we're still not going to require sprinklers in homes, which is not part of this proposal. We are not requiring sprinklers in homes. Our proposed effective date here is July 1st. Any submittals for plans that we receive before July 1st would rely upon the prior code, so that it's based upon when they submit it. Happy to answer any questions. I've also brought Adam Willard here today. He's our inspections coordinator, and he could answer any code-specific type questions as well.
Thanks, Kathy. Questions? Junior, Sharon? No questions? Well, thank you, Kathy. I know the staff's worked hard on this to even get to here. Thanks, Adam, Andrew, Kathy. So I would ask that this is not going to go on the consent agenda for the sake of the full board, and that maybe we could have similar presentation just prior to the full board, because I know there will be questions, and you've done a great job of explaining costs associated, so that way, just to be preemptive and have, so that way nobody's caught off guard at a full 18-member board meeting. So, and I would just note I would believe for Adam, not to speak for him, but they know these codes inside and out, so it's not going to be a drastic change for him. And for him to even have to be part of the thing, he's already taken, how many tests have you already had to take? Multiple, I believe.
I think it's, 5 or 6.
So they're well versed in knowing this stuff, so, and so is our staff. So any other questions, comments? Seeing none, all those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Ayes have it. Next is miscellaneous. Nothing under miscellaneous. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.